It all started on a cold Monday morning when life felt like it had already taken everything from Daniel Reed, except his heart. A single dad, worn down by time and struggle, Daniel worked long hours as a mechanic in a small town just to make ends meet. His wife, Emily, had passed away 3 years ago in a car accident, leaving him to raise their 5-year-old twin daughters, Lily and Lucy, alone. He often told them stories about their mom, about how she used to sing lullabies so sweet that even the birds would stop to listen. What he didn't know was that those same lullabies had found a new home, in his daughters' hearts. One morning, Daniel was late picking the girls up from school again. His old truck had broken down, and the bills kept piling up. The twins waited by the school gate, clutching their small backpacks, their shoes dusty from the playground. They never complained, they just looked at each other and smiled, whispering, "Daddy's coming." And sure enough, he always did. But that day, something different happened. Their music teacher, Mrs. Jennings, overheard the girls singing softly as they waited. Their voices, pure and angelic, melted the air around her. The next day, the school announced its annual talent show. Some mischievous kids from class laughed and pointed at Lily and Lucy, joking that the charity twins should sing too. It was meant as a cruel prank. Everyone knew the twins were shy, quiet, and wore hand-me-down clothes. But instead of being hurt, Lucy looked up at her sister and whispered, "Maybe we should." Mrs. Jennings overheard again, and with a warm smile, she encouraged them to sign up. When Daniel found out, his first instinct was to say no. "Girls, people can be mean," he said softly, kneeling beside them. "They don't always see the good in others." But Lily just hugged him and said, "Mom used to sing when she was sad, right? Maybe we should too." Those words hit Daniel hard. That night, he stayed up late, repairing an old speaker so his daughters could practice. Their small house filled with music, soft, trembling at first, then stronger, clearer, full of heart. It was as if Emily's voice was reborn through them. The night of the talent show arrived. The school auditorium buzzed with laughter, chatter, and camera flashes. Some kids snickered when the twins walked on stage in their simple white dresses, not new, but freshly washed and ironed by Daniel with trembling hands. As the lights dimmed, the crowd expected an awkward moment, maybe even a few laughs. But then Lily and Lucy began to sing. Their voices blended perfectly, one high and light, the other deep and warm. They sang a song Daniel used to hum when fixing cars, a song about hope, love, and never giving up. The first verse quieted the whispers. By the second, even the teachers stood still. And when they hit the final note, a sound so pure it felt like heaven itself had opened, the entire room fell silent. No one clapped at first, not because it wasn't good, but because they were too moved to breathe. Daniel, standing at the back, felt his chest tighten. Tears filled his eyes as he remembered Emily's laughter, her songs, her warmth. He clapped first, one loud, proud clap, and then the whole room erupted into applause. Some people cried. Even the kids who had mocked them earlier looked down, ashamed and in awe. After the show, people surrounded the twins, asking their names, praising their talent. The school principal offered to help them get a scholarship to a music program. Mrs. Jennings hugged Daniel and said, "You've raised two little angels, Mr. Reed." But Daniel just smiled through his tears and said, "No, ma'am. Their mother did. I just kept the music alive." From that day forward, things started to change. The twins' video of their performance, recorded by a teacher, went viral online. Thousands of people commented, calling them the miracle voices. Local news stations featured their story, and one day, a famous music producer visited their small town, offering to train the girls for free. Daniel's life didn't suddenly become easy. He still worked long hours, still struggled to pay bills, but there was something new in the air, hope. Every night, as he tucked Lily and Lucy into bed, he'd whisper, "Your mom would be so proud." And the twins would always reply, "We're singing for her, Daddy." The video ends with Daniel sitting on the porch, listening as his daughters sing softly inside. He looks up at the sky, his eyes glistening, and says, "Sometimes, life gives you more than you think you can handle, but if you keep believing, it also gives you miracles." Viewers watching can't help but feel a lump in their throat, a story not just about music, but about love, loss, and the strength of a father's heart. So before you scroll away, remember, stories like these remind us what really matters. If this moment touched your heart, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe for more stories that prove miracles still happen, especially when love leads the way.